And we will drive out the globalists. We will cast out the communists. We will throw off the political class that hates our country. And we will liberate America from these villains and scoundrels once and for all. We had a Republican Party that was ruled by freaks, neocons, globalists, open border zealots, and fools. But we are never going back to the party of Paul Ryan, Karl Rove, and Jeb Bush.
Despite the absurd language, strangely, it seems like the left-leaning media is somehow less interested in that and more focused on going hard after Ron DeSantis, who spent the weekend speaking before packed houses in Texas and California while skipping out on CPAC. Based on the media coverage Monday, it started to feel like many in the left-leaning media viewed DeSantis as the greater threat. Over on MSNBC, liberal historian Michael Beschloss went so far as to paint the Florida governor as much worse than Trump.
Look what Rick DeSantis has done in Florida. He was known as sort of a nondescript political leader, member of Congress. Suddenly, he really has tried to turn himself into sort of a local Mussolini in Florida with the book banning and the brutal tactics. And even this week, this suggestion that bloggers have to register with the state for the honor of writing about the governor and other political leaders. We have to call this what this is. This is fascism and authoritarianism that goes even beyond what Trump has talked about.
And on HBO, John Oliver devoted 25 minutes, nearly his entire show, to attacking Ron DeSantis.
If Donald Trump never existed, and you were forced to learn about Ron DeSantis from scratch with no basis for comparison, what you would see would justifiably horrify you, because you'd be discovering a petty autocrat and a bully, a man with no interest in hearing dissent, questions, or indeed the correct pronunciation of Thai food. And all in all, a man who is, and I do not use this term lightly, just a meatball.
With pundits comparing him to Mussolini and the likes of John Oliver basically turning his entire show to a DeSantis negative ad, it's clear that the left-leaning outlets view DeSantis as a serious threat, but they largely ignore Trump. Joining us now, John Ziegler, a conservative media commentator, co-host of the Death of Journalism podcast. Thanks so much for coming back on the show. Appreciate it. What do you make of this, John?
Well, Dan, this is an incredibly important and interesting topic. It's a bizarre situation where the front runner for the Republican nomination, who is an announced candidate, Donald Trump, is getting a pass, while a guy who's not a candidate at all at this point, Ron DeSantis, is getting destroyed. There are three basic reasons for why this is happening on the left. Number one, DeSantis is new meat, new news. Trump is old meat, old news. That's always big in the news business, as you know. Number two, I agree with you totally that the left is far more afraid of Ron DeSantis than they ever were of Donald Trump. He is far more electable, especially in this cycle. And if he ever got elected, he would be far more dangerous because, unlike Trump, Ron DeSantis is actually accomplished and competent when it comes to getting things done, whether you agree with him or not. Number three, the elephant in the room that no one, especially the media, wants to talk about is that when it came to COVID restrictions, Ron DeSantis stood up against the media elite, against the health elite, and it turned out that he was largely right. They were largely wrong. He was vindicated both by the data and by a massive re-election in Florida. And this is really, in my opinion, why the left despises him, why our governor here in California, Gavin Newsom, is obsessed with him, because they were made to look bad by him. And I think that is driving a lot of the vitriol surrounding Ron DeSantis right now. So that's the why of why this has happened.
But it is odd, is it not, how much, and it's not just the mainstream media, Fox News largely ignores Donald Trump these days. Many conservative outlets largely ignoring some of the crazy stuff that Donald Trump is saying, but they are covering, all of them, left and right, Ron DeSantis all the time.
And this will work both in DeSantis' favor as well as against him. With regard to Trump, Donald Trump feeds off of media hatred. He feeds off of it. So the fact that the left media is ignoring him may not actually help him, especially in a Republican nominating fight. Conversely, acting almost like a repelling magnetic force, the anti-DeSantis gist on the left, the attacks from the left on DeSantis may actually help him in a Republican primary because Republican primary voters are inherently distrustful, distrustful of anything from the left-wing media that they will automatically presume, hey, wait a minute, If they're attacking Ron DeSantis, he must be the right guy.
Yeah.
He must be the guy they're really afraid of. And the guy that they're most afraid of is the one we want.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.